You're listening to A Word on Personal Finance on Talk Radio 702, your number one news and talk station.
It's 6 minutes past 8. A very good evening to you. My name is Lee Benny. Once a year, the Financial Planning Institute put their financial planners, or should I say our financial planners, through rigorous testing. And they come out after rounds and rounds of this testing where they look at different areas of a financial planner's job with the prestigious title of the Financial Planner of the Year. They have done that recently, and we have him in studio with us. But to tell you more, our resident expert, Paul Relofser. Paul, good evening.
Hello, Lee, and good evening, everyone. And how illustrious is that title? The Financial Planner is a prestigious award. It comes with a lot of effort, and you have to really be on your game to hold that title. Mm-hmm. And we'll uncover and unpack that particular process during the course of the next hour, and also avail our Financial Planner of the Year, young Carel Botha, who was a three-time finalist. This was his third final. He shows how persistent and adamant he was going to be to get this title. And first of all, welcome, young Carel.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
And we're really proud to have you here. But in the space of that, obviously we use your talent and expertise and advice more than anything else, where people can phone in, and let's see if we can help them with your quality and experience.
No, let's have so. I really look forward to it. Thank you.
But let's start off with just helping us understand what this award is all about. It takes a lot of work, we understand, and just take us through the process. What does it entail?
Well, Paul, you have to make yourself firstly available for judging, or for the judgment process, I would rather say. It's basically a 3-round process, and through each of the rounds you get nominated to proceed to the next. Mm-hmm. But it's basically a process of submitting client files and portfolios of evidence, in other words, real life client portfolios. Obviously we're taking out the confidential information, and that gets judged by firstly a panel of technical experts and academics. So they'll look at the way that you give advice, the consistency of that, the compliance to various legislation where applicable, and then the next round would be for a different panel of judges coming into your business and your practice, and randomly look at how you give advice. Is there any consistencies, there processes that you follow? And then if you were to make it there's a final panel that really just shoots from the hip and asks you regarding technical changes.
They put you on the spot.
They put you on the spot for roughly about 45 minutes, which feels like 2 weeks. But yeah. So
and over what period are these 3 phases during the year?
It takes about the first phase is the longest, mm-hmm. where they analyze your technical abilities and so on. That takes about 2 to 3 months, and then the last 2 takes about a month.
So the large part of the year is really dedicated to this, and that shows that you need to really be committed if you are going to enter the competition.
Yeah, no, most definitely. But I mean, if you're in the business to continuously evolve as a professional, I mean, it's the best way to learn. And to get someone that you might have never had in your business to come give their critical advice is absolutely brilliant. So
okay, now having won the award, what does it entail? What do you do now as a brand ambassador?
Well, today, Paul, is to really look at, or go and visit maybe a international conference, mm-hmm. Look at what's best practice globally, bring that back home and give feedback here, and also to educate the public on professional financial planning, and try to uplift your peers and get them to also embrace professional financial planning. And so it's really a mixed bag of a couple of things. I can't pinpoint one thing, but really is to improve the quality of financial planning in South Africa, and that's it, at the end of the day what we like to get to.
No, I take it that the Financial Planning Institute is really going to use your platform and make you work for it. You're going to have to move around the countryside and educate and coach and train and advise people within the industry as well.
They've done so. I mean, I think I've written more articles in the past 2 months than ever before in my life. So, yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning, Paul, you were saying that it shows how persistent young Carel is, that he has been in the, for 3 years in a row. I say it shows how consistent he is, and that's one of the things that we really all should be looking for. We're really looking for a financial planner, someone who stays in touch, someone who has a plan and sticks to it, someone who follows all these principles that Paul tells us about week in and week out, and that is one of the reasons perhaps that you might want to call in this evening. We have got Paul and young Carel here, so give them both a call. We are opening the line. Of course, as we go along, the gents are going to be talking about the competition. They're going to be talking about financial planning and looking at where we are as a country and where the profession is, because I think it's good that we get this kind of view from someone who has been so exposed to the inner workings. But for us, for the lay people, it's very good to have two brains sitting in studio that we can put to good use.